is harder than actually day trading. Day trading is considered as one of the most nerve-wracking, pressure-filled job in the world, but it is from 9 to 5 or 9 to 4 when the stock market is open, and it is Monday to Friday. Whereas with advertising, media buying, you're buying pretty much on a daily basis and hourly basis, 7 days, 24/7, 365. So I wish you the very best. Just to quickly summarize, here are the four pillars: the perfect offer, gotta be creative, the right traffic sources, leads to sales, and tools and automation. And before I go, I want to end with my favorite topic. I know this information has been fairly overwhelming, but here is one of, I think, a very famous Tamil poetess, and this is what she said in Tamil, and I'll translate for you. Katrathu kaiman alavu, kalladadu ulagalavu. What it means is what you've learned today is just a fistful. What you still have to learn is the entire world. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. That you are ready for the next session, okay? Biz Gurukul, stop spamming. Team will remove you out. It's crazy to see these spammers come in here and think that they're going to get some opportunity from, putting a link out there, but it's actually going to bring their brand down. So, all you spammers, please leave, okay? Team is anyway going to remove all of you. Look at that. Again, one more came in there. Nice, nice. So, what we're going to do now next is we're going to shift gears into learning from the next master. The next master is he comes from a very small town called Fatehabad, and I still remember the first time he messaged me. He was just trying to launch his business online, and the interesting thing about him is he started blogging from his 2G phone, okay, 2G internet connection, and in the last few years he's been able to encash close to $1 million as an affiliate. He's traveled over 22 countries across the world, building his business from home, okay, and building a business through affiliate marketing. How many of you here would like to learn more about affiliate marketing? Just type AM in the comment box. Yes, this person is someone that I truly admire for his persistence, for his knowledge, for his ability to really, learn new things fast. And he's also launched his own, products in the blogosphere, his own themes and plugins, which many bloggers are using right now. And this person is a true inspiration to every person in India to say that you do not have to come from a big city to be successful. He is still in Fatehabad right now, and he's able to impact and inspire a lot of people through his blogs. So let's bring it on for the one and only Kulwant Nagi. Kulwant, great to have you on board.
Hey Siddharth, how are you?
Doing awesome, thank you.
Hey everyone, good to see all of you, and finally I'm ready to share my secrets with all of you. Okay, let's start. So let me share my screen with all of you first. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Just go in the chat and type yes. Super awesome. So let me start my timer because I will stay in the limit. We have very limited time, so let me start my timer, and it is here. Okay. So today I'm going to share my $700,000 story, and at the end I will talk about some of the growth tools which I am using to grow my business. So let's start and let's see what we have today to learn. So first of all, who am I? My name is Kulwant Nagi, and as Siddharth told, I'm from a very, very small town in Haryana. The town is so small that if you go from one corner to another corner, it is just like 10 kilometers. And I started my blogging career in 2011 by calling none other than Siddharth Rajsekar for the very first time. So thank you so much, Siddharth, for being that key player in my life, for being that pillar in my life to kickstart my journey and helping me to be here where I am today. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Kulwant.
Yeah. So I struggled for the first 3 years and made zero money. I was just struggling, trying so many things, like you might be trying so many things right now. jumping from one trainer to another trainer, watching so many videos on YouTube, reading so many blogs, and things were not working. But fourth year, I made 20 lakh rupees. And till now, I have made more than $700,000, which is close to 5 crore Indian rupees. How this all started, I will share my story with all of you. And before I start, I just want to share where have I reached so far. So these are some of the pictures where I have delivered my speeches at various parts of the world, and I was lucky to share stage with none other than Neil Patel in Vietnam. So Neil Patel was invited as a speaker. I was also one of the speakers. So I shared the stage with him. We had a lunch together. We discussed so many ideas, and I have traveled 21 countries, attended so many events worldwide, learned so many things from the top affiliates in the world. And this is where it all started, right? This is like that seed where it all started. And it started in 2014 when I met this amazing human being. His name is Peng Joon, right? How did I meet this guy? I attended one event which was organized by Success Gyan in 2014. So thank you, Success Gyan, because I see that whatever I have achieved so far, the actual seed was this. Because after meeting Peng Joon, I saw that yes, people are making the money. Even there are few people in the call today who attended this event, National Achievers Conference in 2014, right? So when Peng Joon was on stage, he shared that how he was making a lot of money just with the affiliate marketing. And that was the time when I started researching more about affiliate marketing. And in 2014, I found a software which was like content creator, okay? So I started writing about that software, and very soon it started ranking in Google. I started making $100 a month. Very soon it was doing $1,000 a month, and then I was making $2,000 a month just by promoting that single software. If you go to Google right now, if you type the name of this software, Content Machine Discount, it is still ranking at number 1 in Google, and it is still making. It's been 7 years, 7 long years, but this software is still making me money on the passive mode. So now I was making enough money, and then I decided, if I create another website, what would happen? Because see, how many of you would be agree with my statement that once you know that something is working, once you know that something is bringing you results, it is easy to replicate that model. Type agree if you agree with this statement. Once you know that something is working, it is easy to replicate that model because you know that, yes, this is the proven formula, this is the working formula. So that was the time in my life in 2015 when I created another website. I wrote more articles on those websites. And because that was a new website, I was not paying so much attention. But one day I got a message, and the message was, congrats, you earned $200 commission. And I was like, wow, I made this much money when I was sleeping. So that was the time when I realized the power of affiliate marketing. That was the time when I saw that, yes, if I can make $200 even when I was sleeping, how awesome would that be if I scale this business? So having that idea, I started optimizing that article. I optimized that one article, that single article more, and made it more SEO friendly. And I hired content writers to write more articles on that blog, that strength pillar article. Okay, my main focus was only and only on that article. So now the second blog in 2016 started making $1,000 a month. For me, it was a big success because I could see that things were working, making money. Think crazy when that second blog started making $15,000 a month. Type out in the chat if you are like $15. So, how you guys can start your affiliate marketing career, right? The very first step is, I will just give you straightforward tips without like talking about here and there, right? So the very first tip is always and always target for the buyer intent keywords, right? Because that is where the money is. The near the person is to the buying stage, the more money you are going to make with affiliate marketing. So here is one example: success Gyan discount coupon. Why would someone go to Google and search for this keyword? Because he is a buyer. He has already made his mind to attend the event, and he is just looking for the coupon so that he can save some money, right? So I'll show you two keywords as an example so that you can understand it more. I'll go back in my screen. So here I have done a research for all of you where you can see that if I check this particular keyword, which is Bluetooth motorcycle helmet. Now ask yourself, why someone is searching that keyword on Google? See, when a keyword is a very specific keyword, that person is very near to the buying stage. If I talk about a keyword health, health is not a specific keyword. Weight loss, it is not specific. Digital marketing, it is not specific. But if you see this keyword, Bluetooth motorcycle helmet, it is a very specific keyword. Someone is looking for a motorcycle helmet and it should have a Bluetooth in it, right? If I scroll down and if I see more keywords here, let me go there and let me find some keyword. Bluetooth motorcycle helmet headset. This is again very good keyword. Bluetooth motorcycle helmet for sale. Why someone is searching that keyword? Because he is ready to buy the product, right? So you need to target the keywords which are having the buyer intent. That means the person is ready to buy the product. Here is one of the example which we did last year. You see, I got only 3,300 clicks on my affiliate link. And out of 3,000 clicks, I made $35,000. How? Because I was ranking for the buyer keyword. People were ready to buy the product. I just placed my product in front of them and they bought the product, right? Strong foundation. So you should have a strong foundation if you want to make the real money with your blog. Many people don't even know that what is the strong foundation, right? That strong foundation is called schema. If you want to do blogging with WordPress, your blog should have schema in it. So I recommend Affiliate Booster theme, which is my theme. And there is a tool on Google, which is a free tool. If you go to Google and then search structured data testing tool. With this particular tool, you can test your website and see that is it having any errors or not. If there are errors, that means you're doing something wrong, right? And the next thing is understand your niche. Most of the people don't even understand their niche. They just push their product and then they end up making no money. My formula is don't promote anything just for the sake of making money. Understand the prospect's pain and needs. Then you are going to make money. So here is one of the examples. Yesterday I created one video about the product. Okay, I just created a video shared in my Telegram channel, and you see 219 people clicked on that link. Out of those 219 people, 5 people bought the product, and I have made $110 just by creating one video and sharing that in my group, right? Because I knew that this is a product where most of the people want it. This is the product which is the need of most of the people. So that is how I was able to understand my audience and able to make money with affiliate marketing. So if you ask me the $1 million formula, how can I make so much money with affiliate marketing? What is the $1 million formula? That $1 million formula is scratch your own itch, right? Scratch your own itch, because once you scratch your own itch, you will know that what are the problems which I have right now. And once you find out your own problems, you can easily start doing affiliate marketing around those problems and make the money. And in my case, I always scratch my own itch, because I know that if I can solve my problem, I can solve the problem worldwide also, right? This is how I do. So here are my growth tools. Here are the tools which I am using to grow my business. I will share these tools. You can pick your pen and paper and start noting down the name of these tools. So I will talk about WordPress plugins first. So this is my product, which is Affiliate Booster. best WordPress plugin and theme to create conversion optimized designs. You can even download the free version by going to affiliatebooster.com. You can make the design something like this. Second WordPress plugin is Rank Math. If you want to have strong SEO on your blog, this is highly recommended plugin. Right? Go there, start using this plugin. Stop using Yoast and start using this Rank Math plugin to improve your blogs. Next plugin is GetBrave.io. Amazing plugin to create pop-ups, exit pop-ups, and so many amazing designs on your blog to capture more attention for your readers, right? So this is the plugin which I strongly recommend, which is GetBrave.io. Next plugin is Link Whisper. So this plugin is going to help you create internal links on your blog, which is ultimately going to make Google happy because you have strong internal links. And then if you do that, Google is going to be very happy with your internal linking. Growth tools. What are my growth tools? What are the tools I use to grow my business? So here is the first tool, rock.so. So rock.so is a tool which you can use to chat with your team, right? It is like your internal chatting platform which you can use to discuss the ideas with your team, to give them the tasks, to assign different activities, right? So I personally use Rock tool for my team, and we have around 80 people in my team using this software. So note down the name, it is amazing, and the good thing is it is free. Next is attract.io. Amazing tool, amazing, right? This tool can help you to create lead magnets. You can use those lead magnets to run Facebook ads, Google ads, or like that particular lead magnet can be used to do multiple things. Siddharth, I think there is some problem with my camera. Let me change my camera. Give me a second. I'm
No
just
problem,
changing
no
my camera.
Yes, while you're changing, all of you here loving it, just have loving it. Kulwant, you know what? Out of all of us, he is the one who tests the maximum number of tools. You know, I'm back in, my camera is back on. He tests every new thing. Like for him, it's a hobby to check and see what is the new thing that's coming. So Kulwant, back to you. Yeah,
Is camera working?
yeah, it's working and looking good. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Fine. So the next tool is attract.io, which you can use to create stunning ebooks. Even Siddharth is using this tool to create the insider looks of his ebooks. Next is ConvertKit. Amazing email marketing service, and all of us 9 masters are using ConvertKit to send the emails because they have very good servers, very stable servers, and deliverability is amazing in ConvertKit. Next tool is Trello. Again, a free tool to collaborate with your team. Start using this tool and you will see that the productivity will go up like this, because this tool can help you to jot down your ideas, to see visually that what exactly is happening in your business. Monday.com, amazing tool to manage your team, to collaborate with your team, to assign the tasks, project management, and multiple things. Loom, again, free tool, very powerful tool. How? With Loom, you can just install this extension in your Chrome browser, and you can record your complete screen and send the instructions to your, let's say, graphic designer, to your email marketing guys, to your website design guys, to whatever. So you can just record your screen with this tool for free and send that video to your team, just sharing the link with them, and then they will get the idea. LastPass, amazing tool. I'm using this from last 5-6 years. LastPass will give you the flexibility to share your passwords within your team without even telling them the passwords. How is that possible? Let me show you. See, so if I go there, this is my LastPass extension. If I click on this, I can just simply go there and add, let's say I want to share this password with Ravinder, one of my team members. If I click on share, he will get the email that Kulwant has shared a password with you. And he will be able to open Phrase without even seeing the password. He will just go there, click on the link, and he will automatically log in Phrase account, and he will see that password. Easy, right? Sorry, he will not see that password. He will just see the account and he will be able to do that with ease. Next tool is Swipe Pages. Amazing tool to create landing pages. You don't need ClickFunnels because ClickFunnels is a bit expensive. It is not affordable for the newbies. So if you are just starting out, then just go there and create your landing pages with Swipe Pages. Next tool is FreePick. All of my graphics I get from freepick.com. Very professional graphics, and whatever you want, just go there, type your keyword, and then you will get the graphics with ease. Dynalist, amazing tool to create the content outline. I personally use this tool to create the content outline for all of my content. So let's see some SEO tools. The very first tool I recommend is Ahrefs, because this is the tool which can help you to steal your competitors' backlinks and top pages just with the help of spying. Next tool is WriterSen. Very powerful tool to do the keyword research, and I have even created a video. If you want to watch, go there, bcase.in, WZ video. So I have just created a video how to use this software, and even when I was showing you, I actually opened this software only, WriterSen. You see how beautiful it is? So you can start using this software also. Next software is Phrase. Phrase is like wow software, I would say, because they have integrated artificial intelligence in this software and it can automatically create the content outline for you. If I have some minutes, let me check how much time do I have. If I have 1 minute only, so let me go there and do it quickly for you. I'll go there in Phrase and let's create a new document where I would say how to start blogging. This is mind blowing. Let me show you how this tool can help you to create your content outline, how this tool can help you to make the process easier. So now I have just entered one keyword. It is just researching all of the websites around, and now it will show me, hey, these are the websites from where you can get the ideas. So see, now the search is going on. It is just searching for the ideas. So the name of the tool is Phrase.io. So it has searched all these websites, and here I can create my content outline. So first of all, I can pick this particular idea, how to become a successful blogger, how do we start this blog. But here is one interesting feature in this tool. It can automatically fetch all of the frequently asked questions from the internet, and it can create the question as well as answers automatically. Let's do that. You will see and you will say wow after seeing that. Let me click on write fact, and now it is searching for the questions. See, it is automatically writing all of my questions and answers. So this is the power of this tool, Phrase.io. The next tool is Postaga. Postaga is a great tool to do outreach. If you are doing any kind of online marketing, just start using this tool for the outreach. So in this particular tool, you can decide that, hey, this is my first email. If the person has opened my first email, send this second email. If the person has not opened this second email for 5 days, send this email. So this is how you can literally automate everything, automate all of the processes. And that was all from my side. Thank you so much. And I hope you got some new tools today with my presentation.
Killer stuff, Kulwant. All of it is type KK in the comment box. That is killer Kulwant. I mean, what amazing tools. And the last 3-4 tools that you shared is so useful. Even like, I have a community, all guys are creating courses and content. I think that whole ideation tool is like, it's amazing. The phrase what you shared.
Exactly.
Superb. So great to know. I mean, Kulwant, you shared some golden nuggets over here, and I'm so glad that you're able to do this. And all of you here watching, just type amazing in the comment box for Kulwant. I hope all of you took those notes. Yes. So what I would like all of you to do is, I'm going to pause the comments on the site, and Success Gyan team, please put Kulwant's Instagram handle. All of you follow Kulwant. Follow his blogs. He is insane when it comes to experimenting new tools and articles and stuff like that. And his blog is one of the top blogs where he's reviewed many tools. He tries and tests and brings out the essence of what is the best way we can use that tool. So please go follow him on Instagram over there. All of you have the link over there. Please click follow him. Please share your biggest learnings. Again, all these slides that Kulwant shared, he'll not be sharing it. I hope all of you have taken notes. This event is completely free, okay? And we want you to make note of it and go and experiment on your own. And if you would like to win that 3.75 lakhs worth of goodies, that courses that we have created for you, all you have to do is go on Instagram and Facebook, share the learnings using the hashtag Digital Masters Conference and Success Gyan, and the team will give you a link where you can access all of these advanced learning courses that are going to be there. Okay, please go and do it right now. Awesome, 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 super. So we got a message from Dr. Demartini. Now, due to his different connections, internet connections, he was not able to connect at that point of time, and he's a busy man doing multiple things. But you know what? It was gracious enough for him to record a video then and there and send it to us right now, which we just got right now from him. Because of some of you may or may not know this, but Dr. Demartini lives on a ship. It's called The World. Okay, you can go and look it up later on Google. And he travels the entire year in different parts of the world. And he's such an amazing person. And we just got the video right now from him, today's keynote. And it's gracious enough for him to send it to us in spite of his busy schedule. So if all of you are ready for Dr. Demartini, just type "I am ready" in the comment box. Yes. Just type "I am ready" in the comment box. So this particular video, like I've told you, I mean, he was supposed to speak it out, but then he's recorded and sent it to us. So my recommendation to all of you here is to get fully focused, absorb this information, and get blown away. Okay, so I have the video ready. Let's bring it on for the one and only Dr. John Demartini.
Amazing conference on digital marketing. I have a message today that I want to share relating to awakening your astronomical vision. Many years ago, I was having dinner in New York with my wife, who was alive at the time, with Rupert Murdoch, who was a media mogul, and with his daughter and her husband. And I asked him, as he was sitting to my right, I asked him, how did he create such a global impact? How did he create his empire? And he said something to me that had an impact on me. He said, on my desk, there's a globe. And I pick up that globe, and I hold it in my hand, and I spin it as if I'm seeing the world from space. And I ask, what message do I want to bring to for the world today? And he's thinking from a celestial view, looking down on the terrestrial globe. He's got an astronomical vision in creating a global effect. That had an impact on me. And I had already had in my office at the time a map of the entire world, a globe, an astronomical map, and I've always been a believer in having a bigger vision. I was told when I was 20 years old by a gentleman named Ed Tullison, who was a mentor, never live where you can't see the farthest horizon, because a smaller vision will create a smaller effect. And many times, we actually limit ourselves by our view. We're not going to outdo what we see for ourselves. Our vision has an impact on us. In fact, in the forebrain, where we do executive thinking, actions, governance, and vision, there's an area of the medial prefrontal cortex that goes into the occipital region, which is the V5, V6 area of the visual centers. And the moment we're living with foresight and see and plan our future and live by design, not by duty, by intrinsic drive, not by force, we get an inspired vision. And any detail we leave out of that vision becomes an obstacle that we face in our life. And the master is the one who focuses on every finer detail of that vision. It was Phelps, 28 gold medals in swimming, who literally ran in his mind's eye the details of every step of his achievement, every obstacle, what would he solve, how would he mitigate it. He was a detailed visionary. You're not going to grow beyond your vision. Now today, with digital marketing and internet marketing and social media and things, All of us have access to a global outreach, and that's magnificent. But our mindset can limit what that can do if we don't have an astronomical vision. Think of it this way, and it's a metaphor. If you want to get and be an achiever and want to get beyond your own fears, you need a vision at least as big as your family. Because the greater the cause, the more you'll go out, step out of your comfort zone. If you want to make a difference in your family, a leader in the family, you need a vision as big as your community. If you want to make a difference in your community, you need a vision as big as your city. If you want to make a difference in the city, you need a vision as big as your state or province. If you want to be number one in the state, you need a vision as big as your nation. If you want to be a leader in the nation, you need a global vision. And if you want to make a difference on the globe, a global digital market, you need an astronomical vision. And that's what Ripper had before digital marketing was known. Even social media and media was starting, but not the digital world so much. It was just beginning. So it's very important to give yourself permission to shine, not shrink, to stand out, not fit in. Now the question is, if we look at the horizons, every individual lives by a space and time horizon. And the greater the space and time horizons they have, the more persistent they are and the more momentum building they are in their brand building. So the question is this. There are things you could call fads, there are things called trends, and there are things called classics. The fads have a short, immediate gratifying type of response, high fertility mortality rates we call it, and the trends are a little longer. The classics are there for life. You have to ask yourself, where are you going to position your brand? Are you going to be following the herd and changing every few weeks, months, years, and just darting around and never really building momentum and being identified by anything that's really you, that's really authentic to your long-term mission? Are you going to be a trend setter or a trend follower? Or are you going to build something that lasts? Built to last, as Jim Collins would describe it. Are you going to do something that's just going to follow the fads of the next thing that's going on in the world of digital marketing? Or are you actually going to think of a long-term vision and constantly refine and add new refinements and details along the way? I spoke at a conference on change management, and I found that when people are fully engaged and inspired by what they do, and they're activating their executive function, the forebrain, the brain, they are able to adapt to micro changes that are going on a daily basis, quickly change, and be able to think of how do I fulfill the long-term vision, but by adapting to changes in the environment. Where people that are in their amygdala and not in the forebrain, they're basically they have to hit bottom before they make change. And they are very, very drastic in their impulses and instincts. And they basically are going with the whims of what's happening right there and changing, with a drastic impact. It's a firm believer that you want to ask yourself, where do you want to position yourself in the game? Do you want to have a long-term mission, a long-term vision? Do you want to build momentum around something that people will know you for long term? Do you want to have a posthumous biography of 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, that said this is what this man or woman left on the planet, their actual cause, their contribution? Or are you just going to fleet around with the next little fad? Now, I'm not saying that there's not a market for all the above, but the question you want to ask yourself, where do you want to play in the playing field? Do you want to be remembered for a long-term impact, or do you want just a quick fix? In my experience, immediate gratification usually costs, and long-term vision usually pays. So what exactly do you want to build a momentum around? I know there's a controversial figure in America named Donald Trump, and some of you hear all kind of crazy things about this man. I've had the opportunity to spend time with him. I've known him for over 28 years, and one thing he did contribute to my life that I'm thankful for, even though I don't agree with all the things he does and says. I am very thankful that he told me, John, find something that is such a calling, such an inspiration to you that you are absolutely clear about, that you want to build your name around and brand around, and stay with it and build a brand and build momentum. And he talked about incremental momentum. And that's important. I'm a teacher. I'm involved in education. 48 and a half years I've been doing it. One of my programs called the Breakthrough Experience, I've done 1,124 times. So I'd say I've built momentum around it for 32 years, and I'm still doing it, and I love it. If you're not doing something you're inspired by and really love doing, you'll pay the price because you won't stay focused on it. You won't be embraced. Won't embrace it on a daily basis. So I'd like to share with you something that will help on your vision, and that's an important component because if you take a factory worker, they're going to live day to day. You take a supervisor of the factory worker, they're going to live week to week. You take a lower management month to month, middle management year to year, quarter to quarter maybe, upper management year to year. The CEO may think in terms of a generation. The visionary may think in terms of a century. And then the sage may think in terms of a millennium. And your soul may think in terms of eternity. The magnitude of space and time within your innermost dominant thought will determine the level of contribution that you make, the level of evolution that you're playing on. And the bigger the evolutionary game and the bigger the vision you game that you play in, the bigger the outcome. Because the greater the cause. And the greater the cause, the greater your life's impact. The greater the problems you're willing to solve. It's one thing to say I want to be a global player, but the question is, are you willing to handle global problems? And if you're not willing to handle global problems, don't expect to play a global player. That's an impact. So the space and time horizons will be based on a simple factor. Some of you have heard me speak, or maybe read some of my books, or seen me in some movies, or some of my webinars. But you'll know that I rarely talk without discussing something about human values. And that's crucial because all of human behavior is derived from them. Every perception, decision you take, and every action you take is basically based on your values. So I'd like to elaborate on that in this first segment. I'm going to come back later this afternoon or later time. I'm going to come back and do another segment. But right now, I'd like you to maybe get some note paper and write this. Every individual has a set of priorities, a set of values they live their life by. Things that are most to least important in their life. Whenever they're doing something that's really highest on their values, the thing that is deeply inspiring, deeply motivating inside, intrinsically, the thing that they feel called to do, they spontaneously are inspired to act. They have incredible discipline to act. They have incredible foresight when they do that. They're able to literally stay focused for long periods of time regardless of pain and pleasure, regardless of setbacks, regardless of challenge. They don't see failure, they see feedback when they're living by the highest values. They wake up natural born leadership capacities. They expand their horizons because every time they achieve with it, they're disciplined, reliable, and focused and achieve with it. They set bigger goals and they tackle bigger actions. So that momentum of doing something you're really inspired to do, which is called integrity, because whatever is highest on your value is what your identity revolves around. Whenever you're doing that, that's where you have the greatest potential and the greatest the development of your business. where you absorb information most, retain information most, and apply information most. Many times you've been to a seminar and you've listened. Ability of implementing it to the is one of the first steps in awakening this state. Also, in the process of doing it, if you go on my website, Dr. D.
एक और झकास चीज दिखाओ क्या? हाँ? This is how legends are made. Let's get down. Let's get. Come as a bitch, you're coming for. Feel your eyes, they are your body. Don't be shy, take control of me. To another level. And I was running. I've been running. I feel your eyes. Let's go. Unstoppable. Tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Bad like a boom boom boom.
It's going to last, not just a fad. If you will do that, you'll end up refining your actions on a daily basis, absorbing the information you're picking up from these conferences, which are essential in the growth process, and you'll end up applying those principles with diligence, with refinement to master the skill in mastering this process. And you'll delegate all lower priority things so you can get on to doing what is the most important thing, because you're not going to raise your self-worth and attract and magnetize business if you're doing low priority things. So I just wanted to take the first segment here and talk about how important it is to have an astronomical vision. And an astronomical vision spontaneously emerges in people who are living congruent with what they value most. But if they don't, they try to be somebody they're not and try to envy other people, imitate other people, live in the shadows of other people, and be second at being somebody else, they automatically shrink. They go into immediate gratification. They go into a quick fix. They start. They get. Mel Bancroft said very clearly that if you have the people that have the greatest fortunes in life, the greatest impact in life, feel by divine providence and human sovereignty that they're here to serve vast numbers of people. If you come from that mindset, you will find when the why is big enough, the hows will take care of themselves. You'll get the exact mechanisms and absorb and delegate the priorities to get the digital marketing in your favor to make the difference that you dream about making. But first, you got to start with really caring about humanity enough to have an astronomical vision to be of service to humanity. If you'll do that, I know that that will be the first starting point in your expansion of your digital world, because it starts from within.
Amazing, amazing. What an amazing set of thoughts. All of you just type amazing in the comment box. Yeah, that was Dr. Demartini. And this is just the first segment, okay? So there's going to be a second segment to this, not today, but it's going to be happening on July 20th, okay? So Dr. John Demartini is going to do another live session exclusively, which is on how to achieve your astronomical vision on July 20th, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. live, okay, Indian Standard Time, where he's going to teach you how to have an astronomical vision for your life, a step-by-step process on how to determine your highest values and how to create a breakthrough experience and achieve your goals. So Success Gyan team, please share that link. This is a free event, and that's going to be the second part to what he's actually shared over here. He's going to continue on this. Okay, so this is just more of uh, what you got today was just a taste of the true power of Dr. Demartini's teachings. And yeah, all of you can just go and register on that right now. I want to give you all a couple of minutes. Register on that link. Click on that bit.ly link, and you will be able to. Yes, let me just share my screen and show you the page. You'll come to a page like this. Give your name, your email, your mobile number, and then the Success Gyan team will get back to you with the special invite link for this exclusive session, 90-minute session with Dr. Demartini on how to achieve your astronomical vision. Okay, awesome. Go and do that, and all of you just type in the comment box what was. In fact, let me not make you type in the comment box. Take out your phone, go to Instagram, and I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to go and share your learnings. Share your learnings on what you actually learned. And I want to make another mention. All of you who are posting on social media, we've been having right now, we started the day with around 4,000 people who were there in the morning. You know what? We have more than 3,300 people still here live. Okay, we have an amazing retention in this particular session because I'm pretty sure you're seeing the value of this session. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Just type awesome in the comment box. I'm just going to open up the comments here. More than 3,400 people who are still here, 3,300, 3,400, still here live learning all day, and we have not done yet. We have other speakers coming up. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because you spending time here, being focused, learning, the kind of impact that this is going to have in your life and business is something which you won't be able to think about right now. Would you agree with me that maybe in a year or 2 years or 3 years, you're going to look back and just think about, I attended the DMC, I heard Dr. Demartini, something shifted in me, my life has changed. Would you agree with me that something like that is possible? Yeah. That's what happened with me. That's what happened with many of our trainers over here. We attended one event, even Suren. The reason he started Success Gyan is because he was sitting in a room, not in the digital, but in the offline world. He was listening to Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy said something. It shifted inside Suren. He didn't see anything immediately, but fast forward 5-10 years down the line, that message is helping him impact millions of people in the country. So the impact or the ripple of attending this event, we will not be able to measure. But the key here is to take action and to move forward. And like Dr. Demartini says, need to understand the reason why you want to do what you want to do. Because when you have that reason why, then everything else will start to fall into place. Yeah. So are we ready to create ripples? Just type ripples in the comment box. We are here to create ripples. If you're here at Digital Masters Conference, you're going to go and take this knowledge. Yes, we are talking about tools and tactics and digital stuff, but it's also about doing it with the right intent and the right vision. So let's create a ripple in our own life, in our own business by applying this knowledge. Okay, awesome. So next, we're going to be having our next speaker who's going to come on. This speaker is someone I truly admire. He's someone who has, let me just make him into a panelist. Yeah, he's already a panelist. Just checking. If I want to make him into a co-host as well. Okay, good. Yes, Success Gyan team, you can just make the next speaker into a co-host so we are able to continue. Okay, the next speaker is someone who I admire a lot, who has built one of India's largest digital marketing communities. Okay, largest digital marketing communities, and he runs a Facebook group with over 200,000 people. Okay, he's got an email list of close to 400,000 emails, 400 to 500,000 emails, 500,000 emails on his list. And we both resonate on many levels when it comes to approaching the whole game of digital. Yeah, minimalistic, more lead generation focused. He's a master of automation, master of email marketing.
master in many areas of the game, and more importantly, his internship program is now impacting thousands of people launch themselves and learn all the techniques in digital marketing. Especially a large group of his audience are students. Yeah, how many of you are from Digital Deepak's group? Just type DD in the comment box. Yes, can't wait to introduce him, and I'm introducing him. So let's bring it on for the one and only Deepak Kanakaraju, also known as Digital Deepak, who's here and he's going to talk to you about some amazing tactics and tools to up your game in digital. Deepak, the stage is yours.
Yes. Thanks, Sid, and great to have an amazing audience. I still see 3,000.
अरे चुप रहो पापा, अभी आप चुप रहो, ज्यादा बकवास मत करो यहाँ पे.
How are you guys doing?
कर रहे हैं.
And how many of you here know about me already? Just type DD in the chat box and you can put as all panelists and attendees. If you have that option, fantastic, great. The chat is like really going up. All right. So what we are going to do today is that we are going to go ahead and go a little bit deep into the marketing funnel. You have been hearing from a lot of different masters you have been learning about Facebook ads, you have been learning about SEO, keyword research, blogging,
आप अपना पापा काम करो, फालतू के ना आपके चोचले बहुत देख रहा हूँ मैं, जो करे जा रहे जो.
So what we are going to do is that we are going to go
और
ahead
जो कर
and
रहे
go
हो
a little bit deep and understand how communication works on the foundation.
तरीका नहीं है बात
and
करने
how
का.
you can improve it. So if you are ready to go deep, but a little bit technical also, because we can't just be simple terms in the digital marketing all the time, right? We need to go a little bit deep. So just type deep in the chat box if you are ready to go a little bit technical and little bit deep. So I'm going to blow your mind away with what I'm going to show you. And for people who do not know me already, I will also give you like a short 1-minute introduction. So let's get started. So today's session is titled as Deep Marketing, and this is a brand that I am creating, and it also kind of stays true to its name because the way you are doing marketing, there are different levels to it. You can kind of just put yourself out there on social media, keep talking on social media, but the problem that most of the social media influencers and social media people have is that the moment you stop publishing content on social media, people's engagement will go away, right? Because you have to do it every day. Every week you have to keep publishing YouTube video. Every day you have to post something on Instagram. And even if you do not post anything for like 15 days, people are going to completely forget about you. So what we are going to learn today is that how you can use marketing automation to go ahead and kind of automate the entire process of building relationships with people, right? You are basically in the business of building relationships with people on automation, right? How great it would be if somebody comes into your email marketing funnel and you keep engaging with them through the automated emails that you are sending, and it automatically builds a relationship for you, and then they come and buy your product. It would be great, right? And that's what I have been doing. So even right now there are thousands of people joining my email list every day, and I don't do anything directly, and I still build a strong relationship with them. So that happens with deep marketing. So before we get into the depths of what deep marketing is, let's have a look at a small flashback for people who are new, who have not seen me before. Basically, I started with affiliate marketing in 2006, and I started with a dial-up internet connection. I had a very old computer, which was a Pentium 3233 megahertz computer. I don't know how many of you remember it. And it took 1 hour to download a 10 MB file. So I used to wait for 1 hour just to download Yahoo Messenger. So I started with affiliate marketing. I started posting some links. I signed up for Commission Junction. I signed up for ClickBank. That's where my journey started. And then I wanted to become a motorcycle blogger. So I started a motorcycle blog in 2008. And by 2012, it was getting more than 1 million page views a month. And I sold that blog to a friend of mine for $25,000. So that was my first startup exit. Not a very big exit, but still something that helped me get started on my own. And then I started the digitaldeepak.com blog in 2013 and started building an audience. All this experience in digital marketing also helped me work as a digital marketing manager at companies like Instamojo, Practo, and Razorpay.
So I'm pretty sure that almost all of you here have heard about at least one of the companies. If you have heard about one of the companies, just type one, or you type two, or you type three if you have heard about all the three companies, right? So the opportunity that I got in these companies was that I was able to go ahead and spend crores in paid advertising. I mean, you cannot usually go ahead and spend crores of rupees in paid advertising if you are using your own money. But these companies had the budget because these were funded companies. They wanted to scale fast, and because of that, I was able to go ahead and experiment with Google Ads, Facebook Ads, LinkedIn Ads, and pretty much all the ad platforms that are available out there, along with email marketing. And this experience helped me start my own digital marketing agency called Pixel Track in 2017. So, if you have heard about Pixel Track, just type PT in the chat box if you have heard about Pixel Track. Right. So, this was my digital marketing agency, and with the digital marketing agency, we worked with Nikon, we worked with Mercedes-Benz, HDFC, and a lot more companies. So, and then I started my edtech platform, which is LearnToday.com, and you might have heard about Learn Today, which is my latest startup, which is just focused on education. And right now we are a team of 15 people working on a bigger mission of trying to accelerate education in India, especially on the freelancing side of things, where people want to become freelancers and want to become self-employed. So that's about me. I won't go too deep. You can watch my YouTube videos, or you can look up more about me online. But let's get into the content, right? So what is deep marketing, and how you can make use of deep marketing? So for a moment, just forget about whatever you have had in your mind since today morning. I think a lot of people were going ahead and learning a lot, and because of that your mind has been like full. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure that you will remember everything once you sit back on it. But for a moment, just forget about everything that you learned from morning and just take a zoom out, and look into the real world. I'm pretty sure that all of you here might have had an experience of a salesperson trying to sell you. So, if you have had an experience of a salesperson trying to sell you, just type S in the chat box. If you have been sold to by a salesperson, right? Fantastic. So, pretty much everybody has had the experience where someone tried to sell something to you. What is the most important aspect about someone trying to sell something to you? It is very personalized, right? They are directly personally selling something to you. And sales gives you very high conversions because you have a unique message to each and every prospect. Like, for example, if you have a vacuum cleaner salesman, and if the vacuum cleaner salesman is going to a house where an old couple is there, then his pitch is going to be different. He's going to say that, hey, you are old, so don't work too much on trying to clean the room. Go ahead and try to automate it using a vacuum cleaner. So, but at the same time, the other part of the entire business world, the other part of marketing is advertising. I'm pretty sure that everybody here has seen ad banners, right? You have seen ad banners. So what you can basically see is that, like, you can see newspaper ads, TV ads, hoarding. So if you have seen an ad, just type A in the chat box. I'm pretty sure that everybody here has seen at least one form of ad. Fantastic. So now, when you think about sales and when you think about ads, there are two things that would probably come to your mind. One is that ads are scalable, right? You can put an ad and reach thousands of people at the same time. However, sales is very personalized. Sales gives you high conversions, advertising gives you high reach. But generally, from what we have seen, advertising cannot be personalized and it cannot scale. But can we do both? That is called deep marketing. Bringing in the conversion power of sales along with the scale of advertising is what we call deep marketing. So deep marketing is basically the art of sending personalized communication at scale, right? And each and every person that you are talking to them, they feel like you are talking to them personally, but while you are sending messages to thousands and thousands of people. So I will show this in action. I will show an example of how this works. And you can personalize the communication. We are going to learn how. And you can, know more about the audience. So first, before we get into deep marketing, let's have a look at the framework first. So what is the framework? So the three pillars of wealth creation via digital marketing is that first you get a lot of traffic. So I call it high traffic. So there are different ways to get traffic. You have SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, social media, all those things you are trying to get traffic. But do you think traffic alone is going to make you money? A lot of influencers nowadays are struggling to make money on YouTube or Instagram if they are just influencers. The only way they can make money is getting brand sponsorships. And the problem with brand sponsorships is that it's not consistent and you're not selling to your own customers. Most of the people make that mistake. People here, you do not make that mistake. You first get high traffic, but then using deep marketing, you also build a trust with your customers by sending them emails one by one and building a relationship with them, and then you have to go ahead and sell as well. So we will kind of quickly cover traffic generation and sales, but we will dive deeper into deep marketing. That will be the crux of today's presentation. So how do you generate high traffic? Maybe you can just note it down, right? Different ways to generate traffic: Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, content, social media, affiliate, brand search, word of mouth. All these ways are going to help you generate traffic. So I hope you remember the three things, right? High traffic, deep marketing, and natural sales. So just keep that as a framework inside your mind, and just to make sure that you remember this trilogy, which is high traffic, deep marketing, and natural sales, just put it as all panelists, and at least type HDN